Here's a power move to eliminate toxic emotions. You're gonna like this one because toxic emotions are toxic, and eliminating them feels really good and it's essential for our health. If you're new here, I'm Michael. I help you master your personal energy so you can up spiral your life. If you're into that, follow me and click the link in my bio. Toxic emotions are tricky because they give us a rush of stress chemicals, cortisol and adrenaline. These are stimulants and they wake us up, but they're really damaging to our tissues. Chronic exposure to stress hormones causes disease in our tissues. So it's fair to say that toxic emotions actually cause disease because they do. But we get addicted to the rush, so we're addicted to the bad job, to the bad relationship, to the shit talking, to the negativity, to the rehearsing the painful memories. We get addicted to the toxicity and it damages our health. What do we do? Step one is to ask yourself, do these emotions belong in my future? Of course the answer is no, but you gotta ask yourself, you gotta get really clear. Step two, you need to improve your digestion. And the interesting thing about it is that the energy of digestion is not just about transforming our food into useful resources. It's also about transforming our thoughts and our feelings into useful resources. There's usable energy tied up in food, and we use the function, the activity of digestion to transform it into useful resources for our body. There's also usable energy tied up in toxic thoughts and toxic emotion. We use the functional activity of digestion to transform those into usable resources as well. In other words, digestion's not just physical, it's also mental and emotional, and we use the same functional processes in our body to accomplish all three levels: mental, emotional, and physical. So the organs of digestion in our gut help us accomplish digestion on all three levels: mental, emotional, and physical. Why do you think a gut feeling is so important and carries so much weight in our lives? It's because our gut feelings are at the very core of our capacity to transform things into usable resources. So step two is to support your gut health, your ability to digest physically. Here's how. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach, put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a tall glass of warm water and drink it down. This will set you up for good digestion for the rest of the day. And remember, we're not just talking about physical digestion, we're also talking about mental and emotional digestion as well. And when you set yourself up for good digestion like this every day, you're on the road to eliminating toxic emotions. Write digestion in the comments to remember this in your body. Digestion in the comments. Remember to like the video, to follow me, and to click the link in my bio. Vibrant beings, have a great day.